leader. Tatay, dito po. Dito po. Round of applause. Prepare your napkins or use your mic po. Woo.
I stand here today, a proud father of the bride, my beautiful daughter, Jen. I want to give all the glory to God for this special occasion. I want also to say to my one and only daughter, you look so beautiful. I am proud to stand here and witness this special wedding day. There are many more loved ones and family members in the Philippines I know are so happy and would love to be here also. I, I know we will have another celebration and blessing there in the future. Thank you to Joe and Jen for supporting and enabling us to be here to celebrate the day in person. Thank you also to everyone here for coming and for everyone who has helped make this day so special. To all the wedding coordinators and the people helping out with practical tasks on the day, thank you so much for your generosity. You are all greatly appreciated. Thank you also to the Imperial Hotel staff, Andrew and Guru, for all the help today, ensuring the day runs smoothly. Another thank you to the pastors of King Church. Thank you for your leadership and guidance of Jenny since she arrived in the UK. And a special thank you to Pastor Chris and Pastor Nathan for coordinating a beautiful ceremony today. I stand here proud to, to now call you my son-in-law. I hope and pray you will take care of my daughter like I have done my whole life, and I know you will. I love my daughter, but I know Joe loves her more. And one day we'll raise a family who will love and serve the Lord. I want to proclaim Proverbs 3, verse 5 and 6 over your marriage, which reads, trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make straight your paths. And to finish, may I propose a toast to my daughter and her husband, my son-in-law, to Joe and Jen. Mabuhay ang bagong kasal!
Cheers. Cheers po, kuya. O, akala ko, ano na, no returns ba? No exchange and no returns. Okay, and the next speech will be Kenya, best friend of
Hello, good evening, everyone. And congratulations to Ate Jen and Joe. Finally. Well, for everyone, I am Kenya. I am Jen's best friend. One of best friends, yeah, because she got loads of best friends here. So I'm just lucky that I am the top. I'm the top of the list. I want to congratulate Ate Jen and Joe for tying the knot finally after almost 2 years. Yeah. Yeah, 2 years and 2 days time. Mm. So I'm not really good with speeches. So there you go. Ate Jen and I were not that usual best friends that grow up together since we were kids. But I'd rather say we grew up together towards being mature as we journey to this foreign land, which is UK Blackpool. So, where's my speech? Oh, I'm shaking, sorry. And she is my confidant. I share loads of things to her that you don't want to know. She's my comfort and she's my peace. So, if you're going to think about it, I'm the opposite one of her. Yeah? She always say that I create havoc of her life because I'm loud. But I'm going to say maybe it's a nice one. It's a compliment havoc maybe because I'm still here. And as I told you, I'm the top of the list. I'm on the top. I'm on the top. Okay. So she's very thoughtful to everyone around her, and she's the most loving person I met so far. Maybe I met someone here, but yeah, so far. She is selfless. Where's that? Sorry. Yeah. Patient and surely worthy to be loved deeply. So one day, I remember Ate Jen telling me, "Oh, I'm going to meet my chatmate in person called Joe Wildman." And I was like, "Oh, is he wild?" And he said, "Come on, he's just starting." Okay, okay. But good thing, Joe already cleared this out to Ate Jen, that he's not really that wild. But we'll see about that. We'll see. And then, and then, with Joe, no, which happened to be the one of the sweetest, loving, thoughtful English guy I met, which we've met. And then oh no, he. So Joe came unexpectedly to Ate Jen's life, yet in perfect timing. Because Ate Jen had this past traumatic, relationship chart, but it's not really that traumatic. Maybe just dramatic one. And then Joe is Ate Jen's answered prayer, really. Because we keep on saying, Ate Jen always told me, like, "Oh, I hope and pray that I will meet the right guy and then the right time." So, which I assume maybe that's Joe. But I think now it's Joe. He became one of the Filipinos here in Blackpool, as you can see. Yeah, he embraced our culture and he is very respectful about it, which is one of additional point to Ate Jen. Congratulations, Joe. So I admire this couple as they managed to overcome their differences. Let's admit, being a boy and a girl is already difficult. Yeah? So how much more if you have different culture, different race, you are raised in different um yeah country, so you have different like practices. And then I'm wondering what's their secret? Are you wondering? Am I just the one who's wondering? Yeah. So I'm wondering, and being like after a while of being a third wheel person, I come to realize what's the secret. I'm going to share it with you guys. The secret, I'm having a doubt. Are you excited to know? Okay. So they share the same faith. They worship the same God, which is very important in a relationship. They have God in the center in their relationship. And I know it will always be like that. Because they started it like that. You all witness what happened in the church. And we know it's genuine. It's love. It's pure love. And it's because of Him. To the newlyweds. Now I'm about to end my speech. To the newlywed, may you always choose each other. That's need. Piliin nyo ang, ang isa't isa araw-araw. Always fight for each other, not with each other. And to always seek God's guidance. I wish you both to have strong stamina for the days to come. Yeah, and years to come, of course. And if you and genuine happiness. See, I can't read it now. Again, thank you for making me your maid of honor on this special day. And thank you. Yeah. Again, congratulations. Thank you, everyone.
Is it done? Is it done? Finally. I think you're going to carry on. Right, so. Oh. Now, here comes another speech for a lovely girl. Jenny. She's going to do the speech. Round of applause. Thank you.
Good evening. Don't expect too much. Kenya took all my time, so I will just say a little bit. I just want to say I would like to thank everyone for coming for this special day in our lives. We appreciate you all, and I cannot name you one by one, those people who help us make this wedding possible. Um, you know who you are, and from the bottom of my heart, thank you. My husband will talk more. That's why I'm gonna give the mic because Kenya took all the. I'm just kidding. I just want to say thank you to everyone. Love you all. Thank you for coming.
Well, thank you, Mrs. Wildman, for the short and sweet words. I'll try to speak on your behalf. It's so nice to finally be able to stand here and say that. And I'm sure I say that speaking on behalf of this side of the table and also the Wildman table over there. Welcome to the Wildman family. So yeah, for most of you who know me well, I don't really like the attention and the limelight. So in hindsight, it wasn't really a great idea to have over 100 people listening to this speech. Hence partly why I did have an enormous entourage at the reception, at the ceremony, to divert the attention a little bit. But yeah, in all seriousness, we are so happy to have you all here with us to celebrate our wedding day with us. A day we'll truly cherish forever. And speaking on behalf of myself and my beautiful wife, and to echo her words she just said, we really do appreciate everyone for being here, especially those who have made the extra effort to travel across to this exotic location of Blackpool. It's not quite as nice as the Philippines, although for me it sometimes feels like that when I attend all of the Filipino gatherings, which seem to happen every day. But yeah, honestly, I stand here and I'm so happy to stand here as an adopted Filipino. I can wholeheartedly say I've loved embracing the Filipino culture, like Kenya was saying. And I'm so thankful for all of our Filipino friends here today, who have been here not just today, but all of yesterday, and set up these beautiful venues for us. I could literally stand here all for the rest of the tonight. I know everyone's hungry, so I want to do that. But thank you for all those people who have helped. I'll name a few later, but like Jen said, you know who you are, and we really do appreciate it. So to my parents, to mum and dad, just wanted to say thank you for all you have done for me my whole life, and for your practical support to help make this day possible. Myself and Jen will forever be grateful for that. And it's an amazing occasion, and which will always remember and cherish. So, Dad, you taught me many skills growing up, and I was thinking back to happy memories, and I remember when I used to play for the Newcastle Eagles Academy, that stuck in my mind. And you used to attend every single one of the games, every away day. We used to go up and down the country, and you used to attend every single one. And you used to rock up beside the court and recline in your camping chair on the sidelines of the court every game. And thinking back, it must have caused some confusion to the other people there, wondering, who is this man? And why is he preparing to go camping at a basketball game? But honestly, I really appreciate those times when all the support you've given me over the years, and especially over the years, all the financial support you've given. So hopefully now I'm married, that will reduce a bit. I just want to say that now that I'm married. So thank you, Dad, for all you've done in my life. And to Mum, thank you for the beautiful flowers you prepared for at the ceremony. Thank you for doing that, and for all the effort you put into doing that. And Mum, I just want to say you've always been the backbone of our family. You've done so much for me in my life, and I want to say to you a big thank you from my heart to yours today. I know I'm lucky to have a mum like you, the best mum someone can look forward to. And you've passed on many good traits to me, like Jen always says. You taught me how to be sweet, thoughtful, and caring, and how to be true to myself, as you always say. So all the love you've shown to me my whole life has overflowed, and it's helped me love Jen the best I can. So thank you for that, Mum. And I know you must be happy to have another lady in the Wildman family. So, to Jen's parents, first off, the Papa Jun, thank you for your speech. Love this. And from the day I first met you, you accepted me into your family like your own. You're always so full of joy, and I know that's a true reflection of the joy of the Lord. I say that so clearly. And you're truly a real blessing for me. I've witnessed how strong you are, and all of your sacrificial love you've given to your family and to Jen, your honour keep you happy. A whole life, your only daughter. And you've always been a wise, godly father figure to her, and I'm so impressed. So I wanted to say, Isa Kang, Yuri Ran, Ama. And I know it's hard to fill your shoes, like you were saying, but I promise that I will try my best to follow in your footsteps. At making isang tunay na haligi ng tahanan gaya niyo. I hope that made sense. I think it did. To Mama Edna, salamat sa pagmamahal pag-aaruga kay Jenny. I also witness how close you are to your family, and always taking care of them like no other. Loving them, and not to mention cooking the best meals all the time. Kaya bunga tumaba apalala. For English people, that's why I'm getting fatter. Because your food is out of this world. So, back in the Philippines, when I first met the Medina family, back in May last year, I saw for myself how close you all are, like I say, and your hospitality was it was amazing. And it made me feel at home straight away. And I will always fondly remember singing Sama Sama Tayo together in karaoke, and feeling a strong sense of belonging in the family. Just bear with me. So maraming salamat, tunay na ikaw ang ilaw ng tahanan. So again, Mama and Papa, thank you for giving Jen to me, and I'll make sure that I will take care and love her just like what you did. Hindi ko kayo pipigil. Maraming salamat po. So to my wife, my maganda mako, mahal kita sobra. From the day I first met you, I knew you were the one. When we first met, you made me feel like a kid again. And I'll never forget those butterflies I had, and how quickly in love I felt you. I remember every trip I had to see you, and I just wanted to express my love for you, and I did that through poetry. So I thought it was only fitting to read some poetry to you on this day, our special day. So, to my Halko, the love of my life, my dream girl, my guru, my beautiful wife. Today marks our wedding day together. Hello, hello, I am so thankful for you. Every moment in memory I treasure. As I stand here today, what is so clear in my mind is the girl of my dreams, one who is godly, loyal, modest, and kind, the perfect package it seems. This lady, my lover, her name is Jenilyn, the one who stole my heart and makes me feel so complete with him. Marco, when I met you, it felt like destiny. My true love you'll always be. God answered my prayer when we first met. The trip to Palawan together, I hope you'll never forget. With Thanksgiving, let's be grateful for all we have now, and let's always remember this day we spoke our sacred vow. This glorious celebration I will cherish forever with you, my wife, and the best is yet to come with you by my side for life. So I'll never forget those early days and months of our relationship. You truly brought out the best in me. Not only was I swooning in poetry, I was spending endless hours creating scrapbooks of our time together. And roll on a year or so, I remember you asking me if I could see life without you, and I soon had the realization I couldn't. And that was when I was going to propose to you. Fast forward to a memorable first trip to the Philippines last May. I came back with a fiance. Now 10 months later, we are now husband and wife. And I stand here today and declare Proverbs 18:22. He who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. And I thank God that I indeed have found a good thing in you, my wife. I pray our love will continue and sustain us for many years ahead. So may I please take this time to propose a toast to my wife, Mrs. Wildman. So everyone stand up. Everyone stand up and we can raise a toast to Mrs. Wildman. Mrs. Wildman. So I'll try and be quick, but I know people are hungry. Yeah, everyone sit down. So, because as I stand here and look around, it gives me great joy to look around the whole room and I see friends, family, church family from different locations, different seasons of my life, all in one room together. And I wanted to use this time to say a few special thank yous like alluded to. So first off, to my groomsmen, to Josh and Sean, my oldest friends. I'm glad we're still friends after over 20 years, since the year 3 days. Who would have thought that lad who used to come to PE, 1 week in an Arsenal top, 1 week in a Chelsea top, you'd still be pals with him. So I just want to say thank you for your influence, thank you for sticking with me after all these years, for your long-lasting friendship, and for your influence on me. Just want to say thank you for that. To Stephen, thank you for keeping my spirits up ahead of the wedding, and all of your encouragement. Really appreciate it. I can only hope to find more guys like yourself when I move down here in Blackpool and relocate after the wedding. And I'm sure we'll keep in touch. To cousin Aaron, I stand here proud of you to see what you're achieving now in Cumbria. I look back on many happy memories over the years, from the roller coaster tycoon days at Nanny's house to where we are now. We really have came a long way. And thank you for being the coin bearer today. It felt fitting to have you as that, as I know you love looking after your coins. But don't worry, I won't be sending you an invoice later. And of course, a big thank you to my best man, but I'll come to you a bit later. To Jesvin, Dr. John, thank you for reading today and being the Bible bearer. I fondly remember those discipleship sessions we had back in Newcastle, 2014, 2015 days, in your Sandyford flat. You were a true beacon of light in my life back then. So it's fitting to have your recent verses today, so thank you for reading today. Thank you also to our amazing photography team who will keep on moving around. Victor, to Fiona and your wife Sarah. Thank you for capturing our day, and we look forward to seeing the final product in the future. Thank you so much for today. And to our family friends, sat there on table 3, to Lynn, Nick, the boys, to Jill, Andy, to Julie, to Terry, and to Maria. You all sit there and represent our key family friends on this day. Thank you for everything you have done over the years, and I truly appreciate you all. I wanted to say that from my mouth and not just my mum's. So I want to use that time to say that. And to Larry and to Carrie, Thank you for being Jen's spiritual mother and father here in the UK while her parents are in the Philippines. You are both a shining example to us in how you lead, how you teach, how you love and how you care for people. And Auntie Carrie, special thank you again for helping to coordinate the most amazing proposal in Palawan. When I tell the story to people, they are always so impressed and amazed, but you're the lady behind that who deserves all of the credit. So thanks again for that. Again, it was fitting to have you read on our wedding day today, and hopefully I'm not making you cry by saying this. And to our King's Church pastors, as Papa Jim was saying, thank you to all our pastors, the Joneses, the Bakers, the Daniels sat on our table, for everything you've done today, and in our years visiting and when Jen's been attending the church. Thank you for the wedding in particular to Chris and Carolyn. Thank you for the wedding preparation course we did together. Thanks for all your wisdom, your honesty, your practical support you poured into our lives. We're so thankful for your leadership these past couple of years, and we'll miss you loads when you go to Warrington, but again, we'll keep in touch. And thank you to Chris Lowry, a fellow Geordie here in Blackpool, for coordinating the music so well in the ceremony. Great job for that. And also special thanks to Phil Daniels for today, for doing such a great job with the visuals. You handled that, the last minute changes amazingly, so I really appreciate that today. So Ryan, I'm thankful for our connection, which started at P&G at work, and it's continued outside of work. Jen still doesn't actually know this one, but I remember fondly that time back when I told you I was going to meet this lovely Filipino lady in Blackpool, and we set up a meeting to discuss it. You gave me some advice back then, before I met Jen for the first time, of how to impress a Filipino lady. I still didn't make a very good impression, and it took me some time to win her heart, but all your little tips did definitely help. And I'm also thankful for everything else you've helped me with for today, and you know what I mean. Our wedding coordinators, to Auntie Arlene, Auntie Sandy, thank you for coordinating this day for us and for everything you helped us with today. We can't thank you enough. And especially to Angela, Wonder Woman, who's juggling mothering duties with all of the wedding planning. I don't know how you do it, but we truly appreciate you both, and from both our hearts, Marimie and Salaman. Auntie Sandy and Mother Teresa, thank you both for coordinating the buffet at the church. We both really appreciated your effort there also. It was fantastic, so again, great job of that. And to all of the other people who helped set up our beautiful venues for today, again, you know who you are, Joycey, and all the Mira, Larwin, there's so many to name, but you know who that, we really appreciated that the other day, and you made the place look fantastic. To Angelo Justin, our hairstylist extraordinaire, thank you for helping make Jen look so beautiful today, even though she doesn't really need it, but you made her look extra beautiful, so thank you for what you've done. And to the Beshies table, thank you for your friendship to Jen, and for the close bond you all have, so clear. I know I can rely on you all to be there for her when she may need it in the future. And Angelo, who's also on that table, thank you to Angelo, my Beshi Guaps. Thank you for your hospitality these past few months, and putting up with me visiting so much recently. And hosting all of us, hosting me, Jen, her parents, this past month, when you married yourself. It's really, truly appreciated. Pastor Nathan, thank you for your coordination throughout the ceremony, for explaining all the traditions, without any nosebleeds. So very well done, Galing Galing. And to Jen's bridesmaids, to Kenya, thank you for being Jen's best friend, an amazing maid of honor, for coordinating a great surprise hen party the other day, and for always being there for her when she needs it. Your energy and your joyful spirit has always been so infectious, and you never fail to make us smile. So a big thank you for all you do for Jen. Jackie, I echo the words I said to Angelo, for your hospitality to Jen and to myself these past few months. But also thank you so much for your pre-wedding photography and for your graphics design throughout the wedding preparation. You truly are gifted, and you've been such a gift to us this past year especially. So we can't thank you enough, and know that you're both loved and treasured by us both. Love. So, to Sarah, thank you for your consistent giving and devotion to Jen and to us both. You are so dedicated in how you lead, and have poured so much into Jen in a time in the UK. You've also helped me integrate so easily into the Filipino community. So yeah, much appreciated for all what you do as well. You and Nathan, you're true role models for us as we transition into married life. And I just want to bless you both and thank you so much for all you do, for all you have done, and know that we'll continue to do in the future. And Maida, you not only have been a role model for Jen in the workplace in the past, you've also been a true loyal friend who she can always depend on. Your loyalty and genuineness is so clear to me, so thank you for that, and to you are to Jen also. And Lyra, Jackie's assistant, the apprentice, thank you for being Jen's little sister that she never had. Know that you're also valued and appreciated by us both very much. So all 5 of you bridesmaids help Jen thrive and be the best version of herself in your own way. And you all look great today. So I want to raise another toast to the bridesmaids. Yeah, so stand up again. So toast to the bridesmaids. Yeah, so finally, to finish, thank you to my best man, to my brother Ben, to Beanie. Thank you for coordinating this stag do so well and for all your effort and support, not just ahead of today, but also throughout my entire life. You've always been there for me, and I know you always will. Especially as we've got older, you consistently give me good advice, understand and support me. And for that, I truly appreciate it. I'm truly grateful for that. I'm also thankful to your wife, Sandy. I don't know where she's over here. Sandy, I heard you proofread Ben's speech and have put out some inappropriate stuff. So thank you for that. And what a joy it also is to have Caleb with us to celebrate the day. We're just missing Theo the dog. And I hope he's all right, whatever he's doing right now. But I'm sure he's living his best life right now back at home, as usual. But yeah, Ben, before you start the speech, I just want to remind you of a few things. I want to remind you of all the times that you've beat me up in fights growing up. Of all the times I took my sporting defeats to yourself so honourably, except maybe for the tennis games. And of all the fantasy football tips I've gave you over the years, to the point where you even somehow managed to beat me last season. Winning the kindergarten title before Tracy really banished the Wildman brothers from the league for dominating it too much. So you still have time to remove anything too embarrassing from that speech. It's up to you. But yeah, over to you, Ben.
Hello, everyone. And my name is Ben, and I'm Joe's best man, apparently. And my job is to try and show how wild Joe really is. Now, what can I say about this particular place? Well, firstly, in the words of Mark Scoodle, he's very big. Because if he was very small, like microscopic, then nobody would be able to see him, which would be a tremendous shame. And secondly, and I'm getting quite near the end now of this analysis, why is this lady here marrying this man here? I'm going to explain why. I've titled this message, I'm going to show you in a minute, but before I do, Joe, there's a special message to you. Brace yourself. I would like everyone to turn to your neighbour and the best Mr. Bean impression better than mine say, brace yourselves. Brace yourselves, Joe. Brace yourselves. Okay, so I've called this the wild transformation. Okay, I'm transforming now off Mr. Bean to go talk about the wild transformation. It has been a wild transformation. I want to show you Joe as a kid, okay? Now, you can see there he's got a bucket right there. Now, amazingly, wild transformation, Joe did this to Jen when he got engaged. Incredible. This is the kind of transformation I'm talking about, and this is what I'm going to show you. This unbelievably wild transformation. Now, look at this boy Joe here. He looks like a great superhero, but if those of you don't know him, he's always late. Literally always late. He started off as a paper boy. He was the last paper boy to always get into the paper shop. Literally 8:15, he was nearly sacked every single morning because he was late. The people who were getting the newspaper literally got home from work and the newspaper was finally there because Joe was so late. He's never on time, except today. It was a miraculous, wild transformation. Moving on, Joe is so competitive. I don't know if you know, he used to be a nipper, Jen. He used to nip people. So just be careful of those nips. Joe used to be sent to his bedroom. He used to be banished to his bedroom. And in his bedroom, he used to line stuff up like an accountant. Jigsaws. He loved them. He was obsessed with them. But what is interesting about Joe is not only that, in those moments, when he was in there, what happened was, I think he became who he is today, which is he got a bit of an addiction to football games. So very famously, Mum used to hide the controller. All around the house, he used to take it to work because he developed this amazing thing. He was terrible. He even smashed his door up in his bedroom multiple times. And he played online on FIFA, and I'm not going to repeat some of the things he used to say when he played FIFA, that's for sure. So he looks like that, but really, there's more to Joe. He's also very autistic. This incredibly was this angel, believe it or not, was on the top of our tree every single year. My cracker was on the bottom. I don't understand how. But amazingly, this Santa, which is also terrible, was always above this cracker. I don't know why that is. I've always had a beef around that, but there's many talents to Joe. I hope there's a wild transformation for this cracker to make it at the top of the tree next year, Mum, hopefully. Now, very competitive. Joe used to play loads of sports. Always played sport. He played football here famously. He used to wear my boots. The first time he wore my red boots, he actually scored 3 goals. And he played, as he said before, a little bit around that as well. But Joe, this was his stag do, as he said. We had a fantastic time. But something about Joe, Jenny needs to know, he's not always the best organised, is he? Like today, he forgot his speech for the paper for the vows. Classic. I wasn't surprised at all. When he arrived at the stag, he had an airbed with without any sheets. He wanted to play poker, but he didn't bring any chips. What else happened? Something else that happened on there. I've got it written down, but there was no towel. That was it. He didn't bring any towel. Classic on there. So that's a little bit about Joe. But I hope there's a wild transformation. Joe famously used an accountant. Okay, but at school, I just want to read out a little bit of a quote from one of his teachers. John Payton famously had a parents' evening with Mum. And John Payton said this, well, Mrs. Wildman, you've clearly got two very different sons. And I'm scratching my head. And those who know John Payton will know exactly what it is. But Joe had a wild transformation and he graduated through university. Now, Joe is also a lifeguard. And he's been transformed into this very calm guy who loves animals. Now, he mentioned Theo, but that is a facade. Okay? I want to tell you really about Joe. Okay? When he was younger, we had a cat called Pebbles. And now I learned from Joe that if you flip a cat upside down, and it always lands on its feet because of Joe, the way he treated the cat. Yeah? The way he treated my dog Theo, he may have said that, but he never gives him anything. No food or anything, Joe. But incredibly, the whole part of this is that Jen has transformed Joe. There's been a wild transformation. And Joe has literally become an animal lover. And this is a little clip of the evidence. Get off my car.
Oh, be careful. There's oh no. Oh goodness.
Crazy. So incredibly, this wild transformation, Joe, I'll tell you, he did never like animals, right? I can tell you. But now, he took her on a UK tour around every zoo in the country, pretty much, I think. There was even one time, he went back to the same zoo the next day, because he loved the zoo so much. These monkeys even nicked his windscreen wipers from Grandad's Micro. Was it Grandad's Micro? I can't believe it. So he got this wild transformation where he's become an animal lover. That's your influence, Jen. Fantastic. What a transformation. Now, unbelievably, there's been a singing transformation. Joe's play in year 6, he came out for about 30 seconds. He doesn't like the limelight. He actually came out early to stuff. There's Josh Boy over there. Nice boy. These 5 guys, Joe even messed that up, but he's been transformed, as he said, into a karaoke pro. I can't believe it. He's got his own karaoke song.
the guy, he's not singing it here, but Joe has been transformed. What a wild transformation it's been for Joe. Now, when it came to him getting engaged, Joe, Jen, there's many ways I think that you have wildly transformed Joe. I've mentioned some of those things, and I hope there's going to be some more wild transformation coming as we go forward. One of Joe's biggest transformations is his biggest achievement. So before meeting Jen, which is his new biggest achievement, his biggest achievement was on a youth camp. He won the Cricket Open golf tournament, right? That was his biggest achievement, I think, Joe, right? Yeah. And now, amazingly, you've got Jen. What a wild transformation. But there's some other people that we've mentioned around this who have contributed to Joe's wild transformation, not just Jen, and that is Mum and Dad here. To be honest, I could stand here for about 30 minutes and explain exactly what you guys have done. No one will ever know the sacrifices that you've made, the money, the time, the effort, the love, everything. Not just for sporting games, but for Joe, even when he's 30 years old, doing his washing, magically putting the dishes in the magic zone and they go in the dishwasher. Incredible, absolutely amazing. Still cooks everything, still does his food shop. What a mother, what a mother. And there's way more we could say about that, but honestly, like Joe said, thank you so much for everything. And just so glad that Dad's got his pants. He actually forgot his pants yesterday, and only got the Preston, so fantastic. He's going to do the no pants dance, so we'll stop that one. These guys as well, couldn't go on without mentioning these people. This is mine and a lot of our cousins, grandma and granddad. This is Ron and Barbara here. This is baby Joe here, who looks very similar to Caleb at this time on here. Now, these guys, without a doubt, contributed to the wild transformation. I think there's bits in the Bible, 2 Timothy, which talks about the faith of the grandma living on in Timothy in the Bible. And today, as I was standing worshiping, the faith of Barbara and the faith of Mum's mum, Joan as well, has lived on in the Joe today and has been passed on, which is an incredible thing. But these guys have contributed massively to the wild transformation of all the Wildmans that you'll see today. All the Wildmans in this room have been greatly affected by these 2 people. Also, I couldn't go without saying this. This is the biggest transformation that Joe has had, the wildest transformation. This is the moment that Joe got baptized. And we've alluded to this throughout the whole day today. This is the biggest reason why Joe has been transformed. Now, I'm his brother, and I know all the terrible things, some of the terrible things that Sandy's cut out that I can't say, but I can tell you that he's done some pretty messed up things, but incredibly, like we read today. The Bible says, Romans 5, verse 8, says, that God demonstrated his love in this. While we were still sinners, Christ died for us. And Joe, I know as your brother, you're a rotten sinner, but you're also forgiven, and you're also deeply loved. And my advice is to continue to be transformed by the love of God that we get today. Continue to be transformed by the power of the Holy Spirit. And that's my advice to both of you guys, is to continue. We heard different crossing cultures coming together, but the kingdom culture is the thing that will continue to transform your marriage. So let that higher power always continue to bring the ultimate, the best, the wildest transformation. Now, I'm in a cross-cultural marriage myself. Very quickly, just got 4 basic things, A, B, C, D, okay, when you're in a cross-cultural marriage. A, ask questions, always ask questions. You understand? Ask questions. Okay, B, be curious, be a learner. Always be a learner. There's always things you're going to learn all the time. C, communicate. Keep communicating. Keep communicating. Always over-communicate your expectations. And D, do not assume. Never assume. I've assumed too many times. I don't know where she's gone, disappeared probably. But don't assume, because when you assume, it makes an ass out of you and me. Assume. So don't assume. So ask questions, be a learner, communicate, and do not assume. Fantastic. Now, there's still lots of areas that Joe needs to be transformed in. This is one of them, playing chess with Papa John. Joe has played 129 games of chess and he's lost 129. So you still need a wild transformation in your chess game, but we believe in you, Joe. Keep going. Papa John is a chess pro. It's incredible. And what I learned about Papa John is it takes 3 days for him to grow back his mustache. I don't know if that is his power of his mustache that helps him with his chess. I'm not sure. It takes 5 weeks for the beard, but 3 days for the mustache. I think it's the power of the mustache, but we'll see. Joe, hope that gets transformed for you. And I want to finish a little bit with this, and this is in the words of Mr. Bean himself, from learning from his best friend, David Langley, that family is very important. And there's people in this room, and Aaron on this, and Dan, that'll be put on there. And there's other cousins as well. Family. Joe just literally went around all these tables one by one and went through each and every single person And that is because family is so important. And all of you people in this room have contributed to that wild transformation. And long may that continue. And I want to finish with Mr. B's book, which is, at the end of the day goes, he says, well, even though Jen is perfectly aware that Joe can sometimes be a hideous old bat who looks like he had a cactus lobbed up his backside, but incredibly, Jen has took the time. They've got this amazing merchandise. If anyone wants to buy them, hopefully it will wildly transform my bank account. So hopefully they're going to sell loads of these. We'll see who can come and get them. But this is not just merchandise. It's a merchandise with a couple that we think the world. And we really do, Joe. So you're loyal. You're such a loyal brother. When you've got your mind to something, you're incredible. Fix your mind on it. Keep going. You're driven. You're hardworking. Stay focused. Stay loyal, and continue to be a friend that sticks closer than a brother. And I would like to raise a toast to finish with to the wild transformation. So if we can stand up on your feet, and while these videos play in the background, which these guys on roller coaster, we've got a bit of Mr. Bean while he's playing, I'd like to raise a toast to the wild transformation. The wild transformation. Thank you so much. We're going to join Mr. Bean now on the roller coaster to finish. Thank you, guys.